Basement Dwellers, hosted by your boys Jacob Santoro and Christian Talone.
You're blabbering about unnecessary stuff. Cut it out.
Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe button to get all the updates from the channel too.
Tell me what your hand's doing over that button first.
But for now, just loud shout and kick back, cause I got a fresh one right here delivered to your speakers. Lock in.
It's Gene's time.
Achoo!
Damn it.
Damn, we have to start over.
Damn it. All right.
I'm just
What's up, buddy?
Oh, you know.
We have to put on the grand illusion that we haven't been hanging out with each other all day. So.
Oh, yeah.
Took a nap. Felt horrible. You too?
I took a nap. I felt great.
I thought you said you felt cranky.
No.
You
When did I
came
say
in.
that?
You're like, I feel good. You had a really crazy dream.
Oh, well, I mean, I felt kind of groggy after, but I feel fine now.
Was it? Do you feel like it made you feel better?
No.
Why'd you take a nap?
I feel like I could go take another nap if I wanted to.
Well, you have been waking up earlier.
I've been trying.
You've been doing good. How do you feel?
Stupid.
Sleepy?
Yeah.
I mean, is it for like any benefit or are you just waking up? The secret sauce apparently is that your sleep problems apparently are just geometric.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell us about that.
I was like up the other night and I was like mad because like I like to fall asleep with the TV on sometimes, and I was doing that and I was watching a movie, which I feel like is also part of the problem. Like I gotta stop putting stuff on that I want to watch.
I hate it now because I'll always wake up.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna go turn it off and be all cranky.
See, I don't do that. I'm just like I'll be like falling asleep and then I'll just be like, oh, I like this part. You know? And so I was doing that, but like I was arranged in a way to where like my head was farthest away from the TV. So like if this is the TV, my bed was right here and my head was right here. So my, I was laying away from it and I kept having to like lean up and like do this to like see the TV. And it was making me mad. So I was like contorting myself in my bed to try to figure out a way to like watch the TV. And then I just was like, I'm just going to move my fucking bed. And I just rotated my bed 90 degrees. So now like when I lay down, I'm like facing the TV directly and it's a lot better. Because then I could just lay there and just watch TV until I'm fucking out.
That's almost like some Magellan shit. That's almost just like I just turned 90 degrees clockwise, and my head was cured.
The feng shui in my room was off. Was the issue, and I fixed it.
Yeah, it's kind of like maybe like how you sleep better when your room's clean. You know?
Yeah, I definitely sleep better when my room's clean.
So, well, maybe that's all it took.
Could be.
Because I mean, you definitely will. I mean, it was an impressive leg up in the world because what? You went to bed at 4 last night instead of 6?
Yeah, which I mean is still late, but it's earlier than I've been doing because I'm waking up earlier. Like I went to bed at 4, woke up at like what was that, like 10, 11-ish?
How do you feel like your days would change? Like if you kept the same work schedule that you did where you start at like 5, but like at midnight when you come home, you probably go to bed at like 1 and you wake up at 9. How do you feel like your days would differ?
I don't know, cause like I've done it. Like I've since we've lived here, like I've woken up early before, and then I'm just like I don't have fucking shit to do, and I just
but
get bored.
But like, what's the difference between not having shit to do at 2 a.m. and not having shit to do at 10 a.m.?
Having to go to work later.
Oh, like you're kind of like I know I'm gonna have to do this.
Yeah, like that's the reason I don't have shit to do is because I'm like I could start painting miniatures. Or I could start playing games. But the thing is, like, after I do either of those things, I want to go to sleep.
Yeah.
But, like, doing either of those things and then having to go to work sucks ass. So...
It's kind of like you've been having a day where you're just like, oh, this is fun. And then you're like, oh, but I got to wrap it up in a work bow.
So I honestly just like waking up and then having, like, an hour to, like, just play on my phone for a little bit. And then I just go shower, get ready, and go to work. And then I get home and then do all the stuff I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And then go to sleep. But yeah, doing all that before work sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah.
So I like having my nights. I feel like I have a cheat code on life.
Yeah.
Like I have secret extra time to do stuff because everybody else is asleep.
It's like you've clipped out of the map, so you're like,
yeah,
it's just you.
It's like nobody knows.
Just walking around the house.
Nobody knows the stuff I'm doing. Yeah.
Just frolicking naked, doing your thing.
Yeah.
You work out at night?
Yeah. I was working out last night.
I appreciate you for not slamming weights.
You know what? I tested it out, and I don't think that the floor will like actually reverberate too much.
Well, careful, don't break the floor.
I wasn't like slamming weights, but I like put them down. I was like, that's quieter than I thought it was gonna be. So, I don't know.
I borrowed your 30-pound weights the other day.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Sorry.
They're expensive.
They don't look expensive. They look,
They fucking are. What the
oh,
fuck?
I believe it. All workout equipment's expensive as shit. That's what I'm realizing. But yeah, I borrowed them.
Oh,
Because I
that's
was
fine.
going to a concert and I wanted my arms to look nicer in a tank top. So I don't know, ever since you started saying that, like sometimes you do that. You're just like, get a nice little pump on. I was like, I'm going to do that.
Yeah, dude. Cheat code for life.
It's
Like,
like- I
if
feel-
you're going anywhere,
Yeah.
and you have weights, dude, like, yeah. Like, I mean, I don't think that's a secret. I feel like people do that. Like,
I
yeah.
feel like people who lift weights do that. It's like, hey, you want
Even if you don't lift weights, if you're just like kind of whatever, like if you just like spend like a half hour just like pumping real quick, like you'll look a little nicer.
kind of like the same principle as makeup when you think about it. Because it's like for me, it's like, no, for real. Like for me, it's like I go to the gym and then I just wear layers
Uh-huh.
so I could sweat like crazy
Yeah.
and just cut a little bit more because I'm going to get it back.
Sure.
But like right before an event, you know, so I'm just a little bit more thin,
yeah, dude.
you know?
It helps, honestly.
I feel like I'm like cutting weight for the UFC. when I do that.
Fucking this shirt was a bad idea.
Why?
I feel like I'm just as big as this chair.
Me
Like
too.
this is my whole body. like,
Oh yeah, I kind of see it. Yeah, you
I just look like
just look mega fat today.
a bummer.
Damn, that's what it's like to wear a Jacob suit.
This is why I've been wearing those sleeveless shirts lately, because it's like you can see.
You know what? You have been trend setting, my friend. I have been really digging the vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I had to steal it. I stole it
I know you stole my fucking shorts.
like a
I was
little, like a little brother, man. I had to cop it. I get it though. You know what? I totally get it. But can I also say
this is great, dude.
that's great? But to speak my truth,
Uh-huh.
a little bit of the emotional side of this podcast, you know.
Oh no.
I think it's because I've just been being more active.
Mm-hmm.
I hadn't been caught dead in shorts like a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean,
Sure.
so like, you know, it's like a little more of a confidence thing than anything. But also it's nice because I know that it's kind of like how bathing suits aren't underwear. It's like one of those weird principles where like I know that you guys would rather me walk around in like the shorts than like my underwear for some reason
Sure.
because they're technically shorts. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, but I'll be wearing these things without underwear all the time. I mean, I have underwear on right now.
I never wear underwear with them.
I mean, yeah, I've gone out.
When's the last time you wore tidy whities?
It's been a very long time.
Like kid, long time.
Like the ones without the
Yeah.
like not boxer briefs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
I had a friend
Uh-huh.
on Discord that sent like a picture of his room, and he 100% had a brand new unopened pack of tidy whities.
Uh-huh.
And for the record, this friend of mine is like 32, and I was like, interesting.
Some people don't grow out of it, man.
Do you feel like
Some people think they're more comfortable.
really?
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
could see that.
I'd just be having dookie stains and some tidy
Oh my
whities.
God.
So
I mean-
yeah,
Yeah, white anything is a risk.
that's a bold move.
It
He's a
is.
big guy.
It is, but I mean, if they're always clean, like, what's that say about us, man?
He's like my size, and he's rocking tidy whities.
Yeah,
now.
but are they crusty? Probably.
I feel like every fat guy's underwear are just crusty. That's a fact. That you could take that to the bank with you for sure. I don't know. I was just wondering that, like, would you like if they were given to you? Would you ever put on? I feel like I could never be caught dead wearing tidy whities.
I would not give a shit, dude. Honestly, like, if like I don't go out of my way to buy them, but like if somebody got them for me as a gift or whatever, like I'd wear them.
No.
You know, have definitely been days where I'm like, shit, I have to wake up early and go wash all my underwear, you know, to make sure that I could go to work later. But if I just have an unopened pack of tidy whities chilling that I haven't opened, like, you know, I'll be like, all right,
This episode,
backup pack.
I kind of wanted to talk about like the small luxuries that we never think about. Like, you know how
Yeah.
you always spend money on like shit, like fun shit, but never like practical shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I really want? I really want to splurge on some really nice underwear, like
Okay.
some nice, comfy undies.
Mm-hmm.
But like not like the Hanes bundle pack where you get like 12 of them for $20.
Yeah.
Like a nice pair. Like, you know how like when a girl likes you a lot and you're gonna come over and she puts on like the set.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of want to feel that way with my underwear.
I
what I mean?
learned from my previous roommate that that's something that people look at.
What do you mean? Like how
Like-
nice their underwear is?
Like they pay attention to what kind of underwear you got. You know, which I'm just like, that's none of your business. Like, I'm not even going to be wearing these in 5 minutes. But,
That's none of your business.
yeah. But, like, yeah, like, if you have, like, just some, like, I don't know. It's like one of those things. I guess your underwear says something about you. I mean, obviously, you have crusty, holy underwear,
Yeah.
then that's going to say a lot about you.
Right.
But apparently, like, yeah, they pay attention.
Like that. And then I want to spend a little bit more money on nicer cologne.
Dude, I saw this video the other day
Mm.
about like this dude. I've sent you a couple of his videos before. He just does like rating videos It's like some black dude, and he's just like, we're gonna smell the nastiest colognes of the '90s.
Oh, okay.
Did I send you that one?
No, I don't think so.
He went through like there was like 5 of them, and I think number 1 was like Drakkar Noir or something, and I was just like, dang, like everybody has a bottle of that shit.
Yeah. What was your go-to little kid training cologne? Mine was Bod.
Bod was well, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I guess everybody
Always had Bod.
that. It's cheap as fuck, and it doesn't smell horrible. But
I just can't believe it exists. Do you think like why do you think the stigma, like the bad stigma? Can I be real with you for a second? It's time for the basement dweller real power hour right now.
okay.
Kind of like it's like the beaten horse of just like I know we've listened to that one joke before where that comedian was like, what did like Nickelback do to anybody? You know what I mean? Like everyone gives them shit and they're just out here trying to follow their dreams, you know?
Yeah.
That's how I kind of feel with like I remember being like right out of high school, like 19, and then like talking to friends at work and they'd be like, oh yeah, I went on a date with this dude and like he had Axe body spray and I was like, it's a no for me. And like to be real with you, some of them smelled pretty good.
Yeah.
I always wondered like why those got such a bad rap. Because they're cheap? Like
I think ultimately that's what it comes down to. I think people also associate Axe body spray with someone who doesn't really wash their clothes that often.
that's a really good point.
You know, yeah. Because I mean, we've all done it once or twice. Like, I want to wear this shirt again, but it smells like my sweat from 3 days ago.
Yeah, like a shit guy that like he's like, oh, okay. Like it's kind of one of those things like I guess I'll get this.
Yeah. So then you just kind of like just give it a little
Horse
spritz.
bath.
Yeah, and then it's like brand new.
No, but like you know what? Irish Spring, delicious. I love how that smells.
Yeah, but that's body wash.
I'm saying people talk shit.
Well,
Hair care products, I understand completely. Like Head and Shoulders ain't it. Fucking the Dove 17-in-1 ain't it. Like I believe that you need to always invest in good hair care products. But like with body washes, I'm like some of the most basic ones. I'm like, this rocks.
I like body washes. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that the like the dude brand ones are like that bad. Honestly, I don't buy the Axe stuff, but I have bought like Old Spice, and that stuff's not bad.
Do you remember the Axe loofahs that like
Yes.
marketed themselves? Like you could like just get that underside, scrub your feet and balls and shit. Do you remember that? Do you remember that commercial where the guy like goes through a car wash? It's like an Axe. It's like an Axe commercial, and like he gets like all strapped up, and like like that. And they just like buffer him with fucking. And then like there's a part where you can clearly tell that the other side is like definitely like twinging his balls a little bit. Like, yeah, as a kid, I was like, wow, I bet that was great.
I'd give anything to know what that felt like.
So yeah, like I always wondered that. Like I always was just like, what's the big deal? But then again, I think you brought up a really good point. Is that it is definitely associated with the guy that's like buying care products is like a chore.
Yeah, well, I was talking about the body spray. I don't think there's that much wrong with the body wash. I think the body wash is kind of whatever.
I think if it just more
Body spray definitely just says like you don't like to wash your clothes.
I think it's just like a training thing. It's like that's what a boy gets.
Yeah. No, it definitely is. And to
And
this day, I still think that Axe Phoenix is like the nicest fragrance they have. I mean, I like the way it smells.
I remember the bod commercials, dude. They had the hottest fucking dudes. Like I'm like 12. I'm like, damn, like that would be sick.
That's how I'm gonna smell.
Yeah,
like
dude.
That guy.
He's like looks like he's just got it's like a thin Vin Diesel at some club. Like he's got a very thin gray tank top on and some fucking Tommy Hill boxers and like some jeans, and he's just like, you know.
dude.
And then you just see him because they used to have like the little spray bottle. Remember that?
Yeah.
It was like, and so he'd be like, I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, I mean, I got that for a couple like, not thought out Christmas gifts before. But
Oh yeah, I mean they're definitely like the distant family bundle boxes that you
Yeah.
get. Yeah.
yeah. I don't know. I didn't hate it when I had them. They're like whatever.
I was definitely bullied into stopping using them, though. I can tell you that much.
Yeah, I think it's just they just look kind of cheap and
Like there's just that stigma around it.
yeah. I don't know. But yeah, CK1 was like the one that I had most of the time when I was like in middle school and high school.
You know what else I want? I want a nice wallet. I do have a nice wallet. I was actually gifted a nice Coach wallet.
Mm-hmm.
It's too big. I want like a small wallet. I want to get the phone wallet,
No,
but like, yeah, I know, dude.
I refuse.
Because now you're killing two birds with
Yeah,
one
if
stone.
I lose my phone, I also lose all my money.
You're fucked, bro. I don't know. Like I've just been having like this thought recently where I'm just like I kind of want to like little nice things for yourself. It's like little nice treats. You know what I mean? Like instead of being like, oh, that cologne's $60, it's like, why is it $60?
Yeah, dude. So like, I was going down this list, or I was watching this guy's video, right, where he's just like listing off apparently all these shitty colognes.
Yeah.
And one of them he mentioned was Drakkar Noir. This other one was called Jupe.
Ew.
I
What a
know.
bad name.
And then there was one that was called Fahrenheit. And he was like, every crackhead in the hood had a bottle of Fahrenheit on them. Like that's like the crackhead cologne apparently. And then it was funny because then I went in the comments and everyone was like, "These are a bunch of shit takes, bro. I fuck with Fahrenheit heavy." Like, so I like watched that. And I was just like, I kind of want to get a bottle of Fahrenheit, because all these dudes in the comments are like, "Bro, like Fahrenheit got me so many ladies."
Well, hey, we've showed him, I think, 3 times now. Shout out to Jeremy Fragrance, by the way. Our real daddy in Cologne reviewing definitely is the man. So, yeah, I mean, a good smell is always nice,
Yeah, dude. I don't know. I do want to get a bottle of Fahrenheit. I looked it up on Amazon how much they are. They're like $150 for a bottle of that shit.
Yeah. Fucking Sephora. Like, I went there recently, and it's just like, there's like not even like special order, like in store, like $200 bottles of cologne and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's
Or like
fucking wild.
perfume. I mean, they smell delicious. Don't get me wrong. Like, my ex definitely had some perfume that was so yummy smelling that I would like every now and again, like,
I always wanted to buy that bottle that everybody has seen. I can't remember the name. It's like some French name. But it's that one where it's just like the bottle is just like a torso. You know what I'm talking about? It's just like it looks like a man's body. And he's just got like a huge bulge. You know what I'm talking about? Have you seen those?
no, let me see.
Oh my god.
I don't suppose you remember the name, do you?
It's like
Let's see.
fuck. No, I don't. If you search up torso bottle of cologne, I'm sure you'll find it.
Let's see. Let me take a look here. Oh, Jean-Paul Gaultier,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's funny. That one, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty good.
So that's always
Can't
that
can't really see it on camera. Oh, you could totally see it on
see
camera.
that fucking-
Look at that definition. It's a Frenchman's bulge
dude.
on the bottle. I like how it has the black striped shirt too, like a Frenchman.
Yeah, they come. It's funny because like the different fragrances have like different patterns on the torso and stuff. But yeah, I've always wanted to buy that just because it looks cool.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I wanted it. But I don't know. I've never really been like heavy on cologne and stuff. I've always just bought the body wash or like the body sprays.
Yeah.
Just because like it's cologne's like.
It feels like an expensive trial and error process.
Yeah, but it's also like you wear like the only reason you really need to wear cologne is if you're like gonna go out or something,
But here's something that a lot of dudes might not know, and this is something that actually I found out from our roommate. We went to Bath and Body Works, and I got what I would say is probably my new favorite cologne, and there were different sizes.
Yeah.
I didn't really know that. So you had like the bottle, because the first thing I said was the bottle, and the bottle was like $75. I was like, ooh,
Yeah.
And then they had like a little sample one for like 10, and then they had like a little cylinder for like 20.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, solid. So it's just like kind of the secret is like that's what the collectors do.
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah, every now and again you just. And then I'm like, what's the etiquette? I don't know why we're going on a tyrant of this, but I've been really invested in it lately. It's like I don't want to be like,
Yeah.
But also, does the whole 1, 2, work?
I've always been. I feel
What's
like
your method?
I've always overdone it. Honestly,
Really?
yeah. Just because like right now, like my car doesn't have air conditioning,
Oof.
so like I know I'm gonna sweat.
Yeah.
So like before I go to work or whatever, like I'll give myself like 4 or 5 sprays.
Are you like
I'll do 2 on the neck and then like 3 across the chest.
okay? When I was a kid, I used to do some like right on my balls. 'Cause I thought that would help.
Just in case a lady's gonna go down there.
Go down there and look at it. You know what I'm saying?
She's gonna be like, she's gonna be like, zip.
Yeah.
Wow. She's like,
Wow.
she's gonna be like, you smell amazing down there. Your balls, Jacob.
And then I would just
Wow.
be out there like an alchemist. I would just have 2 different ones, and I'd just be like, "Let's see how this." Like like when Ratatouille tries the cheese and the fruit, and he
Just
has
mix 'em.
Yeah, and he has like the song in his head.
It's just a whole new experience.
It's like when I spray, Phoenix and just I just try to do fire and ice. It just smells like fucking. It smells like antifreeze.
Smell like a fruitcake.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
man. The style choices throughout my life has just been insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, do you remember me in the 8th grade? How would you describe me in the 8th grade?
I mean, you were that kid that wore like like baggy jeans and like Billabong shirts with spiky hair,
Yeah.
like DC shoes or Etnies or something.
So that was the 8th grade. Now describe me 2 years later in sophomore.
Fucking what? Metal shirts. Did you wear boots in high school? I don't remember if you really wore
but
boots.
skinny
but
jeans and
yeah,
fucking
yeah,
part of the scene.
flannels and shit.
Yeah, now look at me. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, but like back then, dude, I used to rock like puka shell necklace.
Fuck.
I know, dude.
Yeah, you definitely look like that kid.
And I put so much effort into my hair.
You look like you were like Rob Dyrdek's like biggest fan.
It was. Until I met him at fucking, what's that fucking thing he does? It's like a tournament that he runs, and it was in Phoenix. And I remember taking Aaron and Michael to that event, and I wanted to meet him, and I said something to him, and then he told me to leave.
He like snubbed you.
Yeah, I was just, he's like, "Are you enjoying the thing?" I was like, "I am. This is really cool." I was like, "Are you enjoying stealing Tosh.0's idea?" And then he like was like, "Ah," and then he's like,
Dang.
"Yeah," he like sided me. I love doing that to famous people.
I feel that, dude. Honestly.
I love, yeah.
Yeah.
Like when I met Upon a Burning Body at Mayhem Fest,
Uh-huh.
immediately I was just like, "Are you guys handling the heat well?" He's like, "Yeah, we're doing fine." I was like, "Are you handling that ass kicking from that?"
Does your
that you-"
pussy still hurt when Volvatron kicked your
yeah,
ass?
yeah. He just pretends to ignore it. Like, I love being a hater to famous people, dude. It is so
feel it.
funny. It is so funny to just knock someone down a peg in the best way to describe it. It's like, because you know they're like, "Here we go," and then
Yeah.
you just tear them a new
No,
asshole.
you gotta take it. If you're famous, you gotta take that shit.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel like your style hasn't really changed,
I've always
except your baby pictures, like between like 2 to like 8.
Uh-huh.
You definitely look like you only shopped at like Gap, like your parents.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
parents bought me like really. I mean, I don't know. I just wore like lots of graphic tees like as a kid. You
Yeah.
know, a couple of button ups, but I wasn't really styling until I like moved here. Really,
Yeah.
yeah, because like when I first moved here was in the 7th grade, and we had uniforms at all of our elementary schools. Remember, and you can't really look unique in a uniform, so.
Yeah.
I remember I tried to like do some stuff and I like tried to revamp it however I could. And I think I ended up just like wearing a big sweater most of the time. And like it was a big black sweater that I would always wear. And then like I remember some girl walked up to me and she was just like, "You're really introverted, huh?" And I was just
Damn.
I was like, "I don't know what that means."
But I love you.
And she was just like you're like she was like, "You're like the emo kid." And I'm like,
What was the name of your first crush?
My first crush?
You remember?
Like in kindergarten? Like
Let's say like at least you're like, "Man, I want to kiss him." Like, so let's say like,
so like kindergarten?
damn, oh yeah, see, I didn't know any about that stuff. Wait, you kiss girls? Let's say like right before, let's say like 5th grade to 8th grade. Like, what was like the first like palm sweaty?
When I lived in California, so like around 5th grade and all that. Fuck, man. There's been a few. I had like a different one. So most of my elementary school life, I want to say from like 2nd grade to like 5th grade, it was this girl Myrna.
That's a pretty name.
Yeah, and there's nothing special about her really. She was just like another Mexican girl, like.
Right.
But I thought she was really pretty, and that was pretty much it. Then I moved to Rancho Cucamonga. We went to a different school, and there was this girl Kimber who I was in love with, and I feel like she didn't really notice me. I also fucked that up really bad because I remember like there was a dance coming up, and this was like gonna be the first dance I've ever gone to, and I was like, so like I don't know what to do if this girl knows that I like her or something like that. And I remember like one of my friends being like, "I know who I'm gonna ask to the dance," and I was like, "Who are you gonna ask?" And he was like, "Kimber." I was like, "You better fucking not."
Why are you talking to her, bro?
I was like, "You better not."
Start crying. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Yeah, but he didn't even know that I liked her. I didn't really tell anybody. I was like honestly kind of an
Oh,
outcast.
it's a death sentence though. Also, kids are so mean.
Yeah, and I forget what happened, but somebody told her that I had feelings for her, right? And that I was gonna ask her to the dance. And I was like, no. And I remember this is funny because like I look at this and I'm like, this would have been my perfect opportunity to just ask her to the dance. And I remember I wrote her a note and I was like, meet me under the clock tower after school.
Nice.
She did. And I fucked it up, dude. I just choked, and I was just like, "So you probably heard that I like you, and that I was gonna ask you to the dance." I just want to say that's not true. I fucking just ate my foot, dude, and I was just like, "Yeah, they're lying. I don't like you." What the fuck?
Ew. What the fuck, you ugly bitch? Why would I ever fucking...
And
That's so stupid.
no, I don't know why I did that.
I said you look shitty, Denise. Good night.
Yeah, pretty much, dude. I could have just been like, yeah, so that actually was true. And I was wondering if you go to the dance with me, right? But then instead, I was just like, yeah, that's not true. I don't even think I ended up going to that dance. I think I just didn't go.
You just fumbled it so hard you canceled the event.
Couldn't show my face. Yeah, so
Yeah, that's not true.
yeah, what a dick, right?
Hey, I bet.
I could have just left it alone and act like ignored it, but instead I had to be like,
Hey.
listen, I don't like you like that, all right? And I was not gonna ask you to the dance.
And no, you've been hearing all these rumors about this whole grandiose plan to ask you to the dance, and I made you a special lunch, and I got you some flowers. No, that's not fucking true.
False, madam.
Get
False.
the fuck, actually never talk to me again.
I actually hate you.
Oh my god, that was one of the funniest things I've ever heard you say. I did not know that story.
I don't tell everyone that. I don't tell everyone a lot of shit that from when I lived in Rancho Cucamonga, because I only went to that school for 1 year.
Yeah.
And it was like a classic middle school, like what you see in movies and stuff. Like we had lockers, we had a food court where we would eat lunch and stuff, and all of our classes were in outside buildings. It was a pretty cool time, honestly. I like that school a lot.
Yeah.
But I don't really talk about my time there because I wasn't really able to make friends. And in that 1 year that I went to that school, that's also the time I got stabbed.
Oh.
With a pen. It wasn't a real stabbing, but I bled a lot, so I feel like I got stabbed for reals.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's I don't know. I was honestly really trying to figure myself out in that time. I also kind of went through a little kind of cholo-y phase, and I was not feeling it.
Oh, dude, Fred Durst was the coolest guy of all time growing up. I grew up in Avondale, Arizona, dude. Most of my friends, except for Lawrence, was black. And we literally just listened to the sickest early 2000s hip hop. And so I was like, yeah, dude, are you serious? I wanted to look cool as shit all the time.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I was listening. I'm not gonna say, but yeah, around that, I thought that's kind of where I was going because at Rancho, a lot of my friends were very Mexican, not alternative at all. Yeah. Everybody listened to rap and stuff like that, and the only thing we bonded on was anime and Halo.
Yeah, dude, shout out little Mexican nerds, bro. Those
Yeah.
guys are just those dude. It's literally it doesn't even touch white kids at all. 5th grade to 12th grade, just Hispanic and black anime fans.
Yeah, dude.
They look up the lore. They fucking.
But it's only 5 animes.
the fucking mangas.
It's what?
fool.
It's Dragon Ball Z, Naruto,
Inuyasha.
Inuyasha,
Death
Bleach, Death Note.
Yeah, the OG Toonami crew.
Yeah. So
Gotta read the fucking manga, fool.
but yeah, I remember I would wear baggy shorts
Yeah.
with tall socks and my
Yeah,
black
dude.
Vans, and then I would wear a baggy button-up shirt,
Yeah.
and I had a shaved head.
That's fucking sick.
I mean, I guess I don't think I looked weird,
I
but
mean, my dad listened to I'm not saying bad music or anything like that, but my biggest inspiration was my mom because in the early 2000s, my mom was listening to new metal and skate punk and
hell yeah.
yeah, so it's I thought that look was sick, I remember and Jeff had a bunch of Billabong magazines and shit, and I had skateboard mags and so yeah, that cholo look was super sick to me. I would definitely want a Dickies for sure. But I also was that kid that wore the fat fucking DC shoes.
Yeah, see, I tried that once. I had a big black pair of Audios. I thought those were sick for a while. I really liked how they looked when you wore skin tight skinny jeans.
Yeah, dude.
You had little skinny legs and your big ass shoes.
Your moon bouncers.
Yeah, dude.
What were the super ridiculous ones? What were the ones that were super big?
Osiris.
Osiris's, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that unreal. And they were always like neon red or green. That's
Yeah,
what I
dude,
remember.
they're still around.
With the Cookie Monster hat, bro. with the
Nah.
with the Cookie Monster hat. I hope all those dudes are in jail. At this, dude, any dude that I knew in high school that had the fucking Cookie Monster hat or like the Pikachu hat,
Yeah, dude.
that dude smelled like shit and was going nowhere.
And they all got a theater kid pregnant.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
It's
dude.
just yeah, dude. I never tried to go that far with it. You know what the evolution of the Cookie Monster hat was?
What?
The creeper hat.
Oh, like the Minecraft?
The
hat?
Minecraft
Oh,
hat. Like I
yeah.
feel like I saw a lot of people wear that shit too. Or the Minecraft sweater. Remember a lot of people had that.
Well, you know what drives me crazy is I look back on it now. It's like I used to make fun of like the kids that had like the sarcasm is one of the many servers.
Yeah.
It's like I got you or come to the dark side. They have cookies, which is again one of the dumbest fucking. Half this podcast I swear is me just venting about people I hated in high school. Like, but anyways, like. So I used to make fun of those kids, like, what dumb? And then I had someone be like, oh, well, that's cheaper than other clothes. And I'm like, you know what? That's totally fair. I understand that. But Walmart did sell regular clothes.
I don't know. I would be like, is it cheaper than a plain white T-shirt?
Right.
Like-
So that would mean that kid, if he had a choice, was like, that's fucking funny.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
See, I don't know because I go back and I'm just like, sometimes Walmart has some good shit.
Now they're crushing it.
I bought that shirt for you, I think, and
Yeah.
I think I got it at
this is from
Walmart.
Walmart, yeah. But
Sometimes
like,
I'll see cool shirts that Jacob, I feel like Jacob would like, and I'm
Yeah.
just like,
no,
you-
dude, my awesome self-care white hoodie, my dope black Hawaiian shirt,
yeah,
couple of these shirts, all Walmart. They're killing it. So that's the thing is that like, you know, fuck a big brand store, but also like that the one thing they are paying attention to is that old stuff's coming back. And I gotta say, not only are we all physically looking good in this house, losing weight, getting strong, you know, stuff like that, but like collectively, we all dress fucking sweet. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Support the show. Patreon.com/basementdwellerproductions. Thank you all so much for the support. And now more of the Basement Dwellers.
Like, good for us. Like, you know, what's that thing that we always say when we go to like nerd stores? Like, we definitely are just like, oh, I'm glad I'm not that fucking guy.
Because we're the best looking.
We're the
people
best
here.
looking here. That's what I'm saying. It's like, it doesn't have to be one sided. Like, you don't have to just commit to fucking Magic the Gathering. I have 2 Magic the Gathering tattoos on my arm, but I still shower every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude.
And the dudes that wore Cookie Monster shirts definitely didn't do that. They also smoked Prime Times and they thought they were cool as shit. Remember getting a pack of Prime Times?
Yeah, dude. That's how I got into smoking.
Yeah.
Because I used to hang out with this chick who like always smoked, only smoked prime times,
Damn.
and I got addicted.
To
Quick.
who? The cigarettes or her?
Definitely not her. But oh yeah, that's kind of how I started. And then like, plus we'd also go to like hookah lounges and shit all the time. Dang, it's just let's cringe about our fucking teenagehood.
You know, what were we talking about? Like, if you go back in time,
Mm-hmm.
I would stop myself from ever going to one of those places. Were so stupid.
I liked them.
They were
I mean,
always stupid.
it was like I thought it felt like kind of like almost like going to the bar, you know, but as a,
Yeah,
as a teenager.
it's like training wheels. Yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
kind of like bar training wheels.
But all of us, you know what I remember? I remember passing that fucking thing around with like 9 people, by the way. Way before COVID.
Oh, I know, right?
But what you would do is you'd be like, and then you just go. And
Yeah,
then you give it to
just
the.
yeah.
you just.
And then they started giving out the little mouthpieces.
little
remember?
condoms. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Dang.
Which everyone did for like 4 rotations, and then one of the condoms just stayed on.
That's all chewed up.
Yeah, dude. If you went to the hookah lounge with your friends, you definitely made out with every friend you've ever had. Like, straight up.
Yeah, dude.
I
I mean,
don't-
I don't know. I thought those places were cool for like the period of time that I
You
went.
know who was cool? People who had one.
Yeah.
You were a cool fucking person if you had a hookah and you were inviting kids over to smoke fucking hashish, bro.
Shisha is what it's called.
Oh,
Hashish. That's something else.
what is that? Drugs?
Yeah.
You smoke drugs out of it.
I guess.
You smoke weed out of that.
I had a hookah until pretty recently, actually, because
Oh yeah.
yeah, I actually had a nice one. I don't think you ever saw it, honestly. I mean, I always like kind of had a hookah, just because I remember I went to college and like that was like a thing to do. So
That was your whole personality. I remember.
yeah, no, like everybody would go into the quad and like dig their hookah in the snow and like you just see like
This is
10
a s-
groups of people smoking hookahs.
This is a school that also played Quidditch.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. But yeah, I always had one just because it was kind of cool to bust out, whenever you had people over. But I semi recently bought a nice one, like a really nice. It was like $200 or something. When I was working at the car dealership, I would always go into this smoke shop because at the time I was rolling my own cigarettes. And I'd always go into the smoke shop and I'd see that they had all these like really cool hookahs. And, obviously like around that time, like hookahs like kind of weren't it anymore. Yeah. So they were just sitting on the shelves and there was this
But
one.
to Christian, they were.
I was just like, well, because I enjoy it. I think it's relaxing, like to have like the big clouds and stuff. Like it's nice.
Just for like the caterpillar.
Yeah, like it's cool to chill with. So they had this like really nice one. I think the brand was called like Cali Mamoon or something like that. And it was like white and had like these like pearlescent tiles on it. And it was like, oh. But the guy was like, yeah, no, that's like really, he's like, honestly, they're really expensive usually. He's like, well, we just don't sell them as often anymore. So like they're all super discounted. He was like, you know what? He was like, honestly, if you want to buy that Cali Mamoon, I'll call my boss right now and see if I can knock like $50 off of it for you. Yeah, and I was like, oh, word, because like it had like the label on it for like $200. And then he like called him and he was just like, hey, and I forget like what the guy's name is, but he was just like, I got someone who might be interested in buying the Cali Mamoon. He's like, we're just trying to get rid of these now, right? And he was like, yeah. He's like, can I knock like $50 off for him? He's like, yeah. Like you told the guy, I was just like get him out.
It was cursed. That's why he just needed to sell it to somebody.
Yeah. So.
Oh, you good?
Sorry.
Okay.
So yeah, got a sweet deal on that. But recently I was helping my ex move out of her or like get her stuff out of her storage unit, and I knew I had some stuff there, so I went to go help her out. And then I saw that hookah, and I was like, "Oh, sick!" I was like, "I could take this." She was like, "Actually, can I keep that?" And I was just like, "Yeah, honestly, yeah." Like I just had like 5 seconds to think about it. I was like, "Yeah, we're never gonna use this."
I disagree, dude. Are you serious? If you would have brought that home, if you think that wouldn't have been a centerpiece while we're doing the show,
oh shit!
I agree. You know what I mean? Like,
Hey, listen, I'm gonna need that back.
yeah. Hey, remember when I said that I didn't need it? That wasn't true.
I need it more now.
You just have a problem doing that in your everyday life. You just keep telling people one thing, but you're just being another.
What do you just say? Do I be doing that?
No, because of what you said to the girl when you had a crush on
Oh,
her.
I just
And
yes,
so
that wasn't true. I need that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I wasn't. I would rather just smoke cigarettes in a fucking corner with my goons. You know what I mean?
with your goons.
Yeah.
Huh.
Walk around El Mirage, Arizona, stoned as fuck, being terrified. It's the worst.
El Mirage was not terrifying.
No, it wasn't. It was just, you know what I also regret? I wish I could forget about smoking weed before like 22. Because every time I smoked weed before 22, it was a bad time.
Yeah.
Like like when you're a kid and you really experience that for the first time,
yeah.
like when you feel that mind alter you're like, whoa, 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 you know what I mean? Like it's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
No, I think I played the video on the on the show. Like I absolutely, there's a video of me my first time smoking weed. I've shared it numerous times. I'm pretty sure you could see it on the fucking. I'm pretty sure you could see it on our Instagram. Like it's just an incriminating video of an underage kid smoking weed. But like I remember, like the only thing I remember from that night was not remembering anything from that night. It was so scary. Like, and so I wish I could just forget about that because now, like we do a little bit of gummies.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
Like I'm no stranger to this anymore. You know what I mean?
I still kind of am. Like, I don't know. I remember the first time I smoked, and I remember telling my friend, I was just like, I feel like a ghost.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I was just like, I feel like I don't even have legs anymore. I was like, I feel like I'm floating.
I always did this thing like a fucking movie. I was like, yeah, yeah.
But no,
Listening to Skrillex.
we took like what? We took. How much did we take? How much did I take?
500.
Yeah. So we split a 10 milligram.
500.
Shut up. Don't say.
No, yeah, 10 milligram gummies. That's all I ever get. Honestly, though, kudos because I found out recently. I think you were part of this conversation. Apparently, only like recreationally, you can only get 10 milligrams. That's max.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I'm like good because I feel like inevitably I would be like, well, it's like weight training. It's like 10 wasn't so bad. Let's try 20.
Dang.
It's a little scary, but 20 wasn't so bad. Let's try 40. You know, like, and then I'm gonna become Joey Diaz, and I'm gonna be like, I can't get out of bed with that 200 milligrams. You know what I mean? Like, this shit make you see the devil. Like, yeah, but 5 solid.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of feeling it now, but
No,
chilling.
chilling, just ready to beat the Schmeat tonight. Already.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. We had an excellent conversation with your brother about yeah. You went into so in depth with how much you enjoy doing that when you're stoned. Everyone does.
I was just like, yeah, dude. You know, like a lot of times, like when I get really high, I was just like, just kind of want to go jack off. Like,
Yeah, it's not even like it's not even like it's an instinct. You know what I mean?
yeah,
You're just like, oh, all right, it's time.
this is how I'm ending my day.
It's a nice cherry on top.
It is very nice.
For
Yeah,
sure.
every day.
But like, there was a period where like, yeah, I'm like, I can't even do it unless I'm stoned. Like, I had too much of a good thing. You know what I mean?
You just spoiled yourself.
That is the best feel, or that's a good feeling. And then you know what's another good feeling?
Ah.
Like remembering out of nowhere that you have like something in the fridge. Like you're just like sitting there and you're like watching like The Office for the 800th time, like you do.
Yeah,
And
like you do.
yeah, and you're just like, I have pizza. You know what I mean? Or you're just
Yeah.
like, I got mac and cheese. Like,
This fucking guy.
oh hi, buddy. Just wants to come hang out. It's okay. Take your time. We're not in the middle of a show or anything. Good boy. But I will definitely choose this over booze now every single time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I enjoy booze still. It's not that I don't even hate booze. I just have been doing so good about not. And I'm telling you, for the first time throughout this whole shit, I'm starting to feel it. Like, this is the first time I'm just like, dude, I could have still been drinking sodas and drinking beer every night. I do not see a difference. And there was one day that I woke up and I was like, wow, like, I feel good today. You know what I mean?
I guess. I don't know. I think I'd still take beers over weed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just like having beer.
Well, yeah, I mean,
I saw a thing, and it was just like that first beer after work just touches your
oh,
soul. I
totally,
was
yeah.
like,
It's like it's not the same taste, but when a beer gives you the same feeling after like drinking a nice cold Coke,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like that throat thing.
Yeah, it's just like, it's just ultimately refreshing.
Yeah.
Just like this, yeah.
Like you just like you feel it like run down your body. But okay, can we at least maybe agree if it was beers, like we're kind of in the dad phase of our beer career?
I mean, yeah, like
You know.
I'm not trying to only drink craft beer. Sometimes
No, but do you remember this kid? He was like, "You ever heard of this old Rasputin?" And I'm like, "What is that?" He's like, "It's a coffee stout." And I go, "Dude, it's 115 degrees outside."
yeah.
Dude, we were crushing IPAs.
I still think an IPA is refreshing on a
every
hot
now
day.
and again. But I'm telling you, it's an appetizer. It's like a one and done. Like I'm just like, that was
No, I
so
don't agree
good.
with that.
And-
I like IPAs.
no, I'm gonna be real with you. First time, because you definitely gave me my first IPA. I totally lied, and I was like, "This is so good. This is delicious." Like,
You were lying?
it was so bad,
Oh my god.
but I grew to love it eventually.
I mean,
Like
I
our
don't
friendship,
know. Like all the lemony flavors and stuff.
it was
you know?
not lemony.
What did I
Like
give you?
I don't fucking remember. It was just an IPA. It could have been anything. I was just like, but every IPA has like that taste.
I always bought like either Sierra Nevada or what was the other one? Lagunitas or Little Something, which is also by Lagunitas. But
Maybe a Lagunitas. But yeah, I definitely was like, oh, this is so good.
man,
But now I grew to like them. Like my favorite of all time is fucking hazy.
nah.
Like good. I mean,
That's too much. That's too much.
that's what I'm saying. Like it's a nice drink. It's like making yourself an old fashioned at the end of the day.
I guess. I don't know.
Now my official, like I will have 4, 5, 6, 7 of them is just White Claws or vodka sodas, dude. Like, and
Isn't that what White Claw is?
I know it's not, but I'm saying it's either White
No,
Claws.
I said, isn't that what White Claw is? I thought it was like vodka soda.
Oh, it could be.
I don't know.
Probably. I don't know. It's just refreshing to me now. Like I could have 4 Budweisers and I'm done. Speaking of which, I'm about to lie to myself right now because you know what I've been really wanting to do is going back to Santeezy's. I've been really craving that place. Shout out Santeezy's, but you're way too expensive. Nah, man, I took you to fucking dinner that one time for 2 people. 2 people, 2 beers. It was like, and then 2 entrees. It was like, we got appetizers too, but it was like $75.
Yeah,
Way too much.
that is too much.
But I've been craving that. So I totally lied because I would absolutely have 5, 6, 7 beers and then
Yeah, dude.
some hot wings.
It's the trick is to just not be habit formed. You know,
What do
like
you
don't don't drink every single day.
Yeah. Or this will happen to you.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
This is exactly what's. Look at me, kids. I'm gonna do scared straight right now. Listen, you want to look bad,
Jeez.
really bad, like me, like 21, 10 a.m., 11 a.m., 12 a.m. Go to bed, wake up, go to your shitty car salesman job. Fucking 6, 7, 8, until you're about 26, and then you're like, you know what? I think it's time to stop because you look like a bag of shit.
I wasn't saying because you look.
I
bad.
wasn't. I'm just saying that like the reason why I got so fat was because I drank a lot of alcohol.
I mean, I just don't. I feel like you enjoy it less if you do it all the time. You know.
Yeah, I like as an adult that it's more of like a reward. Like I'm starting to understand, dude, how many times we just treat ourselves for no reason. Like
Yeah.
all of us are just addicted to dopamine.
Yeah.
So we have to consistently give ourselves treats. So like recently, like I had a no sugar, non-dairy ice cream.
That sounds horrible.
But dude, I was like, oh, like it was a treat, bro.
Ew.
And I didn't have it every day. It's just like when I went to like Vegas, I had a beer.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh.
Yeah.
But it was just like a Budweiser.
Yeah. But like again, not having beers for like a week, 2 weeks, and then having a beer is like so nice.
While you're cooking or something?
Yeah.
Gotta be doing something.
That's what I'm saying. Like I don't just. I mean, I have been like, man, I just want a beer right now, and just had a beer. But like, yeah, like if I'm just like, if I knew I was productive that day, and I got home and it's hot outside, and I crack open a beer, dude, it's the best feeling ever.
You know, the best campaign was Coors.
What?
Because like I remember those trains made me thirsty. Like as a kid, like when the bullet train goes through the Rockies. And remember that thing? I think they still do it when the bottle's blue, it's cold as the Rockies.
Yeah.
That makes me want a beer every time. I remember shout out Aaron's shout out B-Dub when we went to California, and because Aaron was doing a motocross event, and we were at the concession stand, and B-Dub just got 2 Coors Lights, and I was like, B-Dub, how was that drink? And he fucking drank the whole thing, and he goes, cool as the Rockies. And I was like, that was the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude. And then yes, alcohol especially is like some of those ads. I'm like, oh,
Yeah. Also, like that's another big thing is like going out to bars and stuff like that. Like I don't ever have to worry about what I'm gonna drink.
maybe.
Like I don't have to worry if they're gonna fuck up my
yeah,
vodka
yeah.
soda or whatever
Yeah.
So I just go and get a beer, like anywhere.
Like no one can.
I'm
fuck that
totally
up.
fine never having a fucking martini or mixed drink in my life ever again. You know?
Yeah, no, I get it. But so vodka soda for me is especially when it's hot. I like to drink more beer when it's cold. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Like for me, it's not refreshing to drink a beer when it's 110 outside. I would rather have a vodka soda, like a housewife. You know what I mean? Like, you know, there's a little bit of ice and like it's cool, and you just like, like
I guess. I mean, I don't know. I've never like for a while there I was like a whiskey guy, and I would,
after a hot day, especially.
no, it was just like to end my day. I would have like a glass of whiskey.
Makes you feel
and
cool. I like
it.
doing
Does
that.
make you feel cool, but at the same time, I was just like, this is not enjoyable, And then I switched to like, was it like rum and cokes, and then for like a while there, like my little treat was like a Moscow Mule for myself,
I don't like
but-
Moscow mules or mojitos.
I love mojitos. Dang.
Do you remember when you tried to make them?
I wasn't making mojitos. I was making caipirinhas.
Yes. Okay. I just
And-
remember consistently drinking pieces of mint leaves.
Yeah, but it was delicious. I thought.
It was all right.
It's just like a stronger mojito, but I liked them.
Yeah,
I
you gotta
still
have
like them.
you gotta have go-to drinks. Like your favorite drink can't be, I'll just have a fucking, like I don't know, what's a good example? Like my favorite drink is a tequila sunrise. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like you gotta have like, oh, can I please get a Budweiser? Oh, we don't have that. Okay, can I please get a vodka soda? We're out of vodka soda. All right, then I'll just do like a
You
rum
gotta
and
have
coke.
like 3 mixed preferences and then 1 beer.
I think, yeah. So you got to have 1 beer, I'll say 2 mixed preferences, and 1, like we'll call signature cocktail.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
signature cocktail.
So,
eh?
not like-
what's your signature cocktail,
And
Jacob?
old fashioned every single time. That's all you need, buddy. Nice whiskey, some sugar, Angostura bitters, orange, and just a nice ice cube. Bloop. Mix it all up. Very good.
Yeah.
Or a whiskey sour. Those are my 2 go-tos. What's your signature cocktail of choice?
I don't know much about cocktails, dog. I mean, is a dry martini a cocktail?
Yeah.
And
Like, would
that-
you go to? So here's the way I look at it. It's like, would you go to Mavericks and order a dry martini?
No, definitely some places I wouldn't.
Exactly.
But
I'm saying, like, for
I don't
me,
think I've ever gone to a place like that and just not ordered beer.
like, if I go to a nice steakhouse,
Uh-huh.
I want either wine or a cocktail.
See, I've never been a wine guy.
Because
Either.
to me, it's part of the event.
Sure.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I don't ever go to steakhouses, but when I do, I want like a nice statusy drink to match.
See,
my
I've
fucking-
never been wanted to be a guy that was just like, this makes me look fancy.
Makes me feel cool for sure, but I also really love whiskey. I drink whiskey straight all the time. I drink those fucking bottles that I got from Vegas way too quick. I
Yeah.
love whiskey straight.
It's all right. It definitely hits the spot sometimes. But again, never hits the spot like a beer.
Like I said, it's got to be
I'm at.
sports. It's got to be like a sports day. It's got to be I'm working in the garage. It's got to be I'm with the fucking boys. You know, like I got to be
It
on
sounds
theme.
like
dude.
you're using your drinks as like an accessory.
I am.
Really?
Yeah, dude. If I'm with the fucking boys, it's beer o'clock. If I'm with the other roommates, I'm gonna have something a little bit nicer. What?
No, he's in the shot.
No, he's not.
He was.
Well, it's fine. He's our boy. This is a
Yeah,
little
he's-
tough.
yeah.
a little tough.
That's nothing.
That's okay. It's just-
Ignore that.
Come on, buddy. Come on. All right. Well, he's not going, so I'm gonna continue my thought. But yeah, man, it's like you can't get the same beer or you can't get the same drink everywhere. It's like I don't care if I'm at a dive bar or I'm at a funeral. I'm taking a fucking beer.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I'll drink something else, but
I just like to accessorize, dog.
I'm not like that. I'm like I appreciate the simplicity of a beer. You know.
Yeah. Could I have a beer everywhere? Of course. But am I gonna have a beer everywhere? No. Like if I go to a nice restaurant, like a place that we never go to, like I don't want a beer. I can get a beer at the gas station.
I don't know. I mean, you can have your preference.
You embarrass me.
You can have your
If we were rich and
preferences.
famous, Christian, you would embarrass me at fancy
probably.
restaurants.
Yeah.
Can I get a Pabst Blue Ribbon with this
Yeah.
fucking T-bone that I just
Can
got?
I get a PBR with my Wagyu, please?
Oh my
Thank
God.
you.
It's because my dad too. My dad was a fucking like he's been in like the fucking restaurant business forever.
Uh-huh.
So like his whole thing was like it's like about the fucking preparation and the fucking staging and hey, Marone, you don't have fucking ketchup with a steak? Like, you know, like it's an event.
I mean, you don't have ketchup with a steak, but I'm definitely gonna have a beer with my steak.
like am I gonna have a rum and coke at the baseball game? Fuck no.
Right?
Because beer is easily accessible.
Yeah.
Beer is one of those things I can walk around, we could accidentally bump. I could you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
But if we're having an intimate date and I'm looking passionately into your fucking eyeballs, I don't want to fucking hold up a beer bottle.
I do.
We are two different things.
Guess I have
Christian.
no class apparently.
I know, clearly. No, I mean, but I feel like stereotypically people would assume that of me more than you.
That you have no class?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I mean,
I'm brown. That's that's
we'll
all.
let, we'll let you in my restaurant.
Yeah, just like all right, I guess.
You're like Aladdin.
No, I mean I don't know. That was just a joke. But
Oh my God, dude.
what?
Please, because I just realized, I didn't even realize we were talking for an hour almost.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Dude, please tell me, you were going to tell me that story about Micah the other day.
Which one?
The one where he was like getting mad at you for playing games.
Oh,
Dude, you told me to tell you about it.
wait, he was getting mad at me for playing.
Because you guys, he was saying like he was like calling like a cheater or something like that, and he
Oh.
made like
Yeah, so like I was over there the other day and he had this like Connect 4 thing. And he like had these chips with him, you know, like that you slip in there. And he was making like a little tower and I was just fucking with him and I like tipped it over. He got all mad. And then he was like, we're gonna play a game. And I was like, okay. So then he set it up like to play for real. Except we didn't play for real. He just wanted to see who could stack up the same color, the highest.
Okay.
This is the story you were talking about, right?
yeah.
Okay. And
I think so. Yeah.
yeah, so he like stacks up the chips or whatever, and I kept beating him because I'm the best.
An adult.
Yeah, and he kept telling me I was cheating, and he was just like, "Stop it, you're cheating!" Blah, 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 blah. And I was like, "Whatever," and like left it alone, and I just again kept beating him. Didn't let him win once, and then he was like, "I'm gonna call your mom." I was like, really? He was like, yeah, I'm gonna call your mom, and I'm.
He
gonna
said
tell
your mom, not grandma.
Yeah. he like said like switching between. He was
Yeah.
just like, I'm gonna call your mom. And I was like, do it. And then he pulls out like his imaginary phone. Like just it's not. He's not even holding a toy. He's just. He was just like. I was like,
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
yeah. I was like, do it. You know? And then he was just like, I'm just kidding. And he puts it away. I'm like, well, I pulled out my real phone. And I was just like, I'll do it then. I called my mom. And she's like, no, I was just kidding. No, wait. And then she answered. And he was just like, ah! And he ran.
He screamed.
Yeah. And he screamed. And I was just like, Micah's being such a bad boy right now. I'm just, no, I'm not. Ah! And he like ran away. And then like he came back and we were like having dinner. And he was just like, I'm going to dig a hole. I'm going to put you in the hole. And I was just like, you can try, dude. I was like, I'm going to dig my way out. Then what are you going to do? And he was just like, he kind of shut up for a minute. I was like, I will throw you in the ocean. And he was like, no. He was like, I can't swim. He was like, I don't have any floaties. I was like, well, should have thought about that. He was like, I'm going to throw you in the ocean. I was like, here's the thing. I can't swim. He was like, but you don't have floaties. I was like, don't need them. Don't need them. I was like, I'll be fine. And he was like, well, you don't have goggles. I was like, I'm going to blow your mind right now. I don't need those either.
You're just a literal superhero.
Yeah.
To your kid. It's so funny because nothing brings more satisfaction than debating a 6-year-old.
Yeah, because you're just so much more like quick-witted
so
than
much
them.
smarter. They don't know what's funny yet.
Yeah.
They don't know what sarcasm is yet. So, I guarantee you the whole time you were like, I'll get out of it. He's like, shit. Usually when I say that to my friends, they're like, oh, but like my dad was so smart.
Yeah. He like I realized I had to start humbling him kind of because he's had this cocky attitude lately. Like where he for real thought that he was stronger than me for a while.
Damn.
Because I would
like his
let
dad.
him, yeah, because I would like play with him and I would just let him win. He want to arm wrestle or like actually wrestle. And then
Oh my God.
I'd always just let him win. And he'd just be like, yeah, I'm stronger than you, Dad. And I'm just like, hey, sure, buddy. And then like recently, like stuff like that, like I just had to start checking him on it because he like started to get too cocky, and I feel like I kind of like shocked his system because now he's just losing all the time. Now that's why he thinks I'm cheating.
He just doesn't know what the fuck to think anymore.
He's just like, what the fuck happened? Like I was the strongest.
It's like when Hercules gets humbled. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
dude. Like you just got the strength of a man again. But,
Yeah.
yeah.
Just him watching his fucking power. Just looking at his
Yeah. Yeah. So like also like when he said he was gonna throw me into the ocean, I was just like, do it. I was like, do it right now. I was like, I bet you can't lift me. I was like, do it. He's just like, I'm just kidding. That's his thing is he always just goes back to like, I was just kidding. Like, so
Your son is so funny, dude. Your son is such a little shit, and it's so fucking funny, dude. And he just wants to play all the time, and then just now he's doing this thing where he knows what cheating is, so he's just gonna accuse everyone.
no.
of it.
That's the thing. He doesn't know what cheating is. He just thinks him losing is you cheating.
Oh, damn! Sounds like his dad. Sounds
I
like,
know, right?
Yeah.
Are you sure you can do that? I don't think I read that in the rule book.
Christian is look, and I know it. You're not doing anything like facetious. Like I know you're not trying to piss me off. I genuinely know you just want to make absolute certain. But this fucking kid, keep in mind, if you don't know what 40K is, it has a lot of rules. And I'm talking books, like not pamphlets or like little booklets, like fucking hard, like covered books. And so there's times that when you do stuff on there,
because you have so much freedom in the game, it's
Correct.
really easy to like be like, are you allowed to do that? Like,
but here's the thing that drives me insane is that something that we've done numerous times over numerous games, over numerous hours, over numerous armies that have never changed.
that we've played a bunch of times. Yeah.
You consistently are like,
I don't know about that.
Because I know, and I want to make it very clear, I know that you're not saying that because you want an advantage, because we're playing casually. We're fucking friends, you know?
Yeah.
I know that you're not trying to just, like, again, be cruel about it. You genuinely just don't trust me.
It's not that I don't trust you. It's that I don't trust
That
me.
the words didn't change.
No, I just don't know, like, what if you're certain about what that rule was, or if I'm certain about what that rule
Like,
was.
I was starting to think that you thought that I was cheating because at one point I didn't even need to look at my army list movement. Like, I knew what their movement was.
Yeah, see, I don't,
And I'm just
that,
like, you've been
that
playing.
I don't trust.
You've been playing
That I don't trust. If you're just gonna try to go off memory, dog, like, nah.
That's what they do at tourneys.
I guess.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
like,
but they also have a dude walking around and be like, you can't do that.
you would absolutely.
We
time
don't
out-
have that guy.
You would time out all of your games. Like, you would absolutely run down the clock.
That's why I don't play tournaments, because I'm like, I know I'll ruin this for everybody. Like, I can ruin
okay.
it for you. I mean,
That's okay. I just wish you had a little more faith in me, is all.
hey, I've been right sometimes. Let's not pretend like I
I'm
haven't
not saying
caught
that
you a couple
okay,
times.
but let's also not pretend that most times we're both correct.
That does happen a lot too.
Like, we're both like, okay, see, like we thought.
So this is kind of right. Yeah. I don't know. I just want to make sure we're playing right.
I'm sure we're playing right. And even if we are, who cares?
I
You
guess.
ever think about that with board games? You don't have to.
You
Like-
just don't have to.
Yeah, you just don't have to. You know, like it's literally when you think about it, every game is D&D.
Pretty much.
You just need your old imagination. You're playing life or risk. You're like, I'm gonna put my horsey in Scandinavia. It's like, oh well, you can't do that. I just did. So
Did it. What are you gonna do about it?
we're literally
Fight me?
We're playing pretend, like we're two children in a sandbox.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Do you think that's why they added so many rules? Is because at the end of the day,
I'm sure. Yeah, every rule exists for a reason.
No,
so
it's because they're embarrassed that we're technically just playing army men. Like, so they were just like,
Do you
this
think
is,
it like started out and it's just like, all right, now you just crash these guys together.
Yeah.
And whichever one breaks first loses.
right, and then they were just like, oi, gents, because they're British. There's like, oi, gov, we just realized that it's kind of fucking lame. So let's make this a little complicated. They're like, what's lame about it? And they're just, you know, like, yeah. But that's why I always think about like every board game. When you think about it, it's like just D&D. Like,
Yeah, no, it really
do
is.
whatever you want.
Just a little bit of
House
pretend.
rules. You can have house rules or whatever you want.
Yeah. I think there's still like to this day like some house rules on 40K that we do.
Oh, for sure.
Like,
Oh, there's times
we almost didn't like never did loyalty.
we never did leadership.
or
We never-
leadership, that's what
we
it
never
is.
did leadership. We never really like accumulated like cover and
Yeah.
line of sight. Really, like
Our definition for cover like would always
we
change.
found out when we played in the game over a year. We just found out that we were doing something completely wrong
Yeah.
for over a year. So you know,
Yeah. Hard game.
But you know, if you ever want to watch us play that game, we can absolutely do it on our Patreon, patreon.com/Basement Dweller Productions. We would like to start making secret episodes, and shout out to all 3 of our Patreons right now. We appreciate all of you, but if we can get a little more out, we got more content for you. We just need the funds to do it. I would love to play 40K with you guys. Love to play D&D with you guys. Other board games. We have a cool idea for a dating game for Christian. Man, we've been talking about that since my mom was on the podcast.
I still want to do Dungeon Dwellers too.
Dungeon Dwellers, yes.
That's also a thing that we're slowly but surely figuring out.
But we're getting a lot of positive feedback from the new angles, which I definitely appreciate your big brain on that one. Been doing a good job on that. What else you got, man? Start wrapping this up.
Shit. I don't have much, man. Micah, I love you. Even though you're the cheater. And a sore loser.
I don't have any kids, so anyways, that was we're so close to episode 100. Holy moly, it keeps creeping up on us. We'll get something good. I got too fucking stoned.
Really?
I'm a little stoned. Just a little bit. I'm not too fucking
I just feel
stoned.
slow right now.
Yeah, I feel very slow.
I feel like I'm kind of like
We're gonna go snuggle and ride this wave. This was episode 93. 93.
Is it?
Yeah,
See?
I bet you. Oh, see right now. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Right here.
This is the thing.
This is the thing right here. So it is absolutely 93.
You can't get mad at me for not being sure if you're like 93.
But I was 93.
You didn't even put the episode number on this one.
I did
Oh, you
too.
did. Yeah, 93. All right. Good job, Mr. I got too high.
Fuck you. We're done. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week. We love you lots. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
If you like what you heard, tap into their Instagram and Twitter. The information's right below with their email.
It's time you bit the bullet and started caring about something with all your heart and energy.
Be sure to log into the channel by subscribing and check out the previous episodes. But until then, we'll see you next week with a new one. We out for now.